So, when Lisa and Nick first told us that they found this amazing venue for their wedding, a farm with glamping tents and baby goats and a couple of alpacas in pretty much the middle of nowhere upstate New York, our first reaction was, what the F?
But when you think about it, what the F is really the perfect question. After all, we are on a farm surrounded by all our friends and family for the Friedlander Fazzari wedding festivities. So what the F is really quite descriptive for this weekend.
First, another F. To our friends and family, we want to thank each and every one of you, truly from the bottom of our hearts, for being with us tonight. We know that traveling here was not easy for anyone. Whether you had to drive lots of hours, or you had to take a flight into Albany or Syracuse and then rent a car and drive 75 or 100 miles more, we are so incredibly grateful and so touched by the effort that all of you made to be here tonight to celebrate Lisa and Nick and fill the farm with so much love. The next F is Fazzari, and a few thank yous. First, thank you to Elaine and Jim for being an absolute pleasure and so gracious every step of the way in planning this weekend with us. Secondly, a big thank you for the fun and delicious and beautiful welcome dinner we all enjoyed last night, and eventually they did pop for electricity, so thank you for that. And most importantly, thank you for so wholeheartedly embracing our daughter as your daughter.
Now to one Fazzari in particular, Nick. In keeping with the what the F theme, Nick believes in first things first, starting at the first, earliest step in any process, which is why Lisa told you that we call him Escalator Man. For example, when he and Lisa needed a dining room table, did they go out shopping for one the way the rest of us would? No. Nick bought the wood and built it from scratch in the family workshop. And his only regret is that he didn't have the opportunity to identify the exact tree to cut down for the wood, but that option wasn't available in Manhattan. Or another example, when Nick went home for a barbecue brisket dinner and had to go to the store to buy charcoal, did he come home with only charcoal? No way. When he got to the store, he saw a smoker, and he knew that the brisket would taste even better smoked. So he bought the smoker and enjoyed delicious, slow-cooked brisket, but not until 3 days later. Speaking of first things, one of the first things that a father looks for in a husband for his daughter is integrity, solidity of character, somebody who does things the right way, not looking for an expedient shortcut. That's Nick to the core. Every father hopes that his daughter meets and marries someone who is smart and responsible, but with a great sense of humor, who cherishes her but isn't afraid to let her grow, who loves her fiercely but treasures her relationship with extended family. Nick, you are the poster boy for every father's wishes. And I know that Lisa loves you for all of this, but it probably doesn't hurt that you're also good-looking, athletic, and at least for our family, tall.
Finally, I guess I get all the Fs. The other F in this union is Friedlander. Lisa, what a contrast between the girl you were growing up and the woman you are today. You were the only one of the 3 children who clung to my leg and cried every day in 3-year-old preschool. While you always had lots of friends, you were always the follower, really never the leader. And look at you now, our big adventurer, scaling the summit of Half Dome in Yosemite, cliff diving in Croatia, skiing black diamonds in Colorado, and perhaps the scariest thing of all, choosing to live in New York City. No longer a follower, you are a true leader, taking on the challenge of starting a brand new physical therapy department at a major New York City hospital, and yet remaining so down to earth, literally, getting on the ground every day with your pediatric patients, helping them to overcome their physical challenges. Dad and I could not be prouder of you and the woman you have become, and we are so thrilled that you picked a life partner who shares your values, appreciates your qualities, and at least for me, is an expert pizza maker.
Which brings us back to the most important F of all, family. We couldn't be happier to officially welcome Nick into our family. And as much as we love Nick, which we do, we are also thrilled to officially welcome Elaine and Jim and James, Ryan, and Ethan to our family. We are very aware that even when you're lucky enough to love your child's spouse, that doesn't mean that you also love their family. But now, with the addition of the Fazzaris, we hit the trifecta with all three of our in-law families, and for that we are truly grateful. So what is the answer to the question, what the F? It's the new Friedlander-Fazzari family.
So a toast to Lisa and Nick. May you have a lifetime of happiness and good health. May you always have adventure in your spirit, steadiness on the slopes, and love in your heart. We love you.